guys, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. For today's reading, we are going to be receiving key information from the universe. What golden key of information does the universe want you to know at the time that you are tuning into this reading? So we have 3 pile choices. For number 1, we have the veil, the second veil, and the self-portrait. And that is with this key here. There's a little cross on there. For pile number 2, we have the inner mask, and that is with this key. A little crown. And for pile number 3, we have the first mask with the tree, and that is with this key. Alright, if you need more time to choose which pile is speaking to you, just pause the video so that you can meditate. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. So this is a golden key of information that the universe wants to offer you. Some type of knowledge, guidance, support, healing is going to come through in these readings. And you were drawn to the second veil, the self-portrait. And we have this individual who's painting an image of themselves. And I have an idea about what your reading's about, but I want to take a look at your tarot cards first before we get in. I went ahead and pre-pulled your tarot and your oracle cards to save us some time. So we have the 2 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, the Tower, Page of Pentacles, Peacock sounding off in the back, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. Okay. Alright, so right now, reading your tarot, it feels like you are on a path of self-discovery. Maybe there are some versions of yourself that you're letting go of. Maybe some illusions, the way that you have perceived yourself. Maybe seeing yourself, through choices that you've made. Maybe you've had to dim your light a little in order to fill in or feel, safe or secure or loved or approved of. And you're coming into a space where you are letting go, you're transforming, you are becoming your true self and standing in your light. The light is shining. You're starting to get a glimpse of who you really are, of your truth, and having that relationship, a healthy relationship with yourself. It's being honest with yourself, how you see yourself without any, making up any kind of excuses or sugarcoating, how you see things and how you connect, how you love, your viewpoint, how you want to be living your life. Maybe you've been hiding parts of yourself away from people and not being honest with your heart about who you really are. And you're somebody very unique. You are very strong, very wise. I feel like you are somebody who can definitely, who's very empathetic. You have a lot of sympathy for others. You're very sensitive, very driven. You have a lot of passion, a lot of desire, and a lot of integrity. And it's something that should be shared with others. You are an original. You're not meant to blend in. You're not meant to hide yourself away. hide the parts of yourself that you think aren't lovable. A little bit of insecurity here, but this is your opportunity to grow from within, to see yourself, to see the truth of yourself, and to fall in love with yourself, and having a healthy relationship with who you really are, being proud of yourself, honoring who you are, honoring your heart, the ways that you view things, your point of view, your uniqueness, the way that you love. And you're being asked to trust that and to open that up, to go on this healing journey. Yeah, this is an opportunity of growth and self-discovery here. And that's what's being offered to you, is some healing, some opportunities to let your guard down, to reveal your truth, to shine your unique light, being honest with yourself, honest with your heart, standing up for yourself, having more self-love, self-approval. Now see the light even shining in through the window. You're starting to see like the real you and allowing that to be seen. Letting go of all these masks, all these projections from society or from the family of expectations. Maybe you've had to hide yourself, out of fear of lack of approval. And now it's time for you to stand in your truth and to honor your unique light and to shine that light with others. And there's an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for you to commit to yourself so that you can have, healthy relationship, a healthy relationship with yourself and with others. Because then you're not hiding, you're not lying, you're not trying to cover up the real you. You can actually shed all that, the illusion, and let go of all the mask and just become your true self, your authentic self. All right, let's see what else we have. We have life on earth is a heroic journey, mastering the visible and the earthly is as important as mastering the invisible and the mystic. Okay, let's see what else. Strive for divinity in your words, thoughts, and deeds, and shape your life according to your desires. The magic required for this is entering your life now. Ooh. Okay, so it's about striving to be your most authentic self and to shine your unique beauty. The things that you hold in, the parts of us that, we think aren't lovable. Those are the parts that are seeking, your light, your nurturing, your comfort, your acceptance, your approval. And it's approving all aspects of ourselves, even the parts that we think aren't lovable. And it's giving that love to all parts of ourselves, without the experiences that we've been through, we wouldn't be who we are, and there's so much magic and so much self-discovery in those parts of us in our subconscious mind and the shadows. There's so much hidden beauty and information and tools and gifts in those places of our mind and those places of our memories. And there's a lot of opportunities for growth in those moments, but it's being brave enough to shine our light on those aspects of ourselves that we don't see too often, that we hide from. And we have feminine energy. Okay. Yes, it's more about loving yourself, nurturing yourself, comforting your fears, so that they can be more, it's like educated. You have to see your fears are like little children. They are afraid that they're not lovable, that they're not good enough, that they're, not going to fit in, that they're not very good, that the worst thing's going to happen. It's always this big grand event. And that's where we have to become like our parent. We have to teach our fears, how to see things from a more, a higher point of view, a higher perspective, a different perspective. It's comforting that fear. Yes, I see what you're saying, but we're gonna manifest this. This is where we're going. That's a lower vibrational reality. That's something that we don't really want to happen. So we don't want to lend our energy and focus to that. We actually want to focus on the things that make us feel good, things working out in our favor, and putting ourselves in that timeline and that time, in that space of mind, you know, and making sure that we move in that direction. You know, your fears just want somebody to comfort them and tell them that it's going to be okay, not from a place of lying or manipulation, but it is honoring that I do have a fear about this happening, and I understand where it comes from, because as a child I experienced, you know, X, Y, and Z. And so I still have that fear, but I don't want to feed that fear anymore. I want to help move that fear forward so that we no longer have that place of disempowerment. We can empower ourselves with truth, with light, with awareness and perspective, because we're not running away and ignoring the fear, that child. We are comforting the child and showing them and guiding them to the right path, to the path of safety and assurance. And that's what you're being called to do. This is the gift of healing, of nurturing yourself, of seeing the truth of yourself, helping guide your inner child into the light, in the place of being seen and honored and loved. Oh, we have reunion. This is about healing the inner child. This is inner child healing here. You know, where have you felt like you weren't good enough, that you weren't loved? You know, it's healing those fears that to be yourself meant that there was something wrong. You know, somebody tried to take your light, make you feel like, you know, you needed to hide that that wasn't good enough, or, you know, people weren't going to value that. I feel like you're a very sensitive, loving person. And, you know, when you're functioning here in the 3D, not everybody's living from their heart space. A lot of people are living from their pain and their trauma, and they're living that out every day. And so, you know, people who have big hearts, you know, they want to help people, they care for everyone. And unfortunately, you know, we can get hurt very easily because we're very sensitive, and our hearts just want to love, and it's very tender. So it can be hurt very quickly because it's open and it's vulnerable, you know, and it's willing. And when we have people who just make us feel bad or hurt our feelings, you know, it makes us want to retreat and hide, and we don't feel safe, and so we feel guarded, and we just don't trust things a lot, you know, and so we protect ourselves, and we hide parts of ourselves away, because we're trying to adjust to, you know, our environments. And so now as adults, unfortunately, the parts of us that haven't healed, they're still experiencing that fear, you know, and needing to hide away. So until we do go on the healing journey, which is just the opportunity that you're being presented with right now, is to go on this healing quest and to grow and mature and nurture your inner child, so that you can have this union of heart and mind within, where your inner child feels healed and loved and valued, and, you know, allowed to express themselves and not feel ashamed or scared all the time. You mature them up to become like an adult, and it becomes like your inner companion, like your best friend. You have this like soul union within your own heart and mind. The two are working hand in hand, like the lovers here. You know, this is your heart and this is your mind, and they start to become in sync with one another. And our fears, our mind is no longer this little boy, this little child who is always fearful and always worried and always, you know, maybe bossy, or they got a negative attitude, they're angry because things didn't work out the way they wanted to. And so then we have the mother here who's always being ignored, and, you know, she maybe wants to comfort the inner child but doesn't know how to comfort the inner child. Or we've been so hurt that we've forgotten how to nurture ourselves and comfort ourselves, you know, and it's bringing these two together into harmony, where our heart learns how to nurture and comfort our inner child, our mind, so that we're not coming from a fearful place anymore. We come from a place of trust and love and understanding. Okay, let's see what else. We have Saturn, the structure. Yeah, this is a pattern. This is something that has been you know, in your family, in your blueprint, you know, an experience, a karmic situation that has been repetitive. You know, it's been part of your, it's part of your journey of healing and growth. And we have Virgo Digest. Yeah, it's cutting the cords of the past. It's ending the cycle so it's not repeating. And it's, so we have a 6 and a 6 here for 66. That is being in service to Source. What else we have? An overflowing cup. Coming from a place of joy. The 6 itself is about love and material comfort and balance. And it's letting go of the things, letting go of the past, the things that have hurt us, or the old ways, old beliefs, the old, you know, social standards, those types of things that need to go away. And we need to separate the things that are not beneficial, the weight, the stress, the worry, the fear, and to extract whatever understanding, perception we can from those experiences that have made you who you are today. You know, what can I take from this experience? What has it taught me? It has taught me to be stronger. It's taught me that this isn't the type of love, or it's taught me to stand up for myself, set healthy boundaries, to honor my truth and not let somebody else's, you know, negativity or viewpoint make me feel like I can't honor my truth and express my unique, you know, viewpoint or beauty or talents and gifts, whatever it is that you're meant to be sharing, or the part of your light that is hidden. It's time for you to honor and shine that light, you know, to share your gifts, to see the truth, separate the truth from the illusion. What is, you know, who is the real you? We have inner peace and moments of peace. Intuition speaks the loudest. Yeah, take some time out to connect and go within. That's how you're going to learn your truth, is to cut out the outside noise, the illusions, society, you know, family, whoever it is that's making you feel like you can't be yourself, and to spend some time within on your own and connect to the real parts of you. It's like a path of self-discovery. We have the flow of life. Surrender to life's natural flow and trust where it takes you. You're going to have to go up here. Yeah, take some time to go within your heart, you know, and to calm that mind. Calm the mind down. Come into the heart space. Get to the truth of the matter, the truth of who you are, and separate yourself from any of those illusions and, you know, false perceptions of who you are, how you're supposed to be, you know, what's supposed to make us happy, what standards of living should look like. Here we have the masculine and the feminine. That's so wild. We have it coming out on the Lover's card with the reunion card right underneath here with soulmate. And it's about finding the balance within, you know, the balance of the masculine and feminine energies, the heart and the mind, and having them have that sacred union within where we're in balance. We know how to nurture ourselves. We know how to protect ourselves. We know when to act and when to rest, because we listen to our body, we listen to our intuition, we act on opportunities, we're not afraid to do the work, we aren't afraid to transform and to shine our light and to become who we are meant to be and stand in that truth with authority and integrity. Ooh, we have the One of Earth. Look at this dragon, this green dragon. It's an earth dragon. And it looks like there's this eye that's growing on this plant here. It's a new perception of you, how you see yourself, you know, the truth of who you really are. The discovery, this is your unique truth, who you are meant to be, how you were created by Source Creator. There's something unique about you. You were created for a reason, for a purpose, not to dim your light and hide it away. You were meant to share that light with others. That's part of your journey, is to discover who you are and to share that light with others. You have the King of Earth. Ooh. Yes, know yourself, know who you are, and stand in your complete sovereignty of self. You know, it's being completely anchored and comfortable with who you are, that nothing that anybody says can deter you from that truth. You know, it's seeing yourself with clarity, the truth of who you are, your wisdom, your strength, with purpose. You have a strong connection to the upper realms here. I mean, look at these horns that are coming out. You know, it's a strength of mind. Okay, let me see. We have the Death card. Wow, that's coming out. We have the Tower above here. The end of the old ways, the end of old perception. Definitely time to let some things go and transform. We have disruption. It's definitely time for change. We have plane. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Woo-hoo. Definitely going on a journey. And we have Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. I don't know why they just didn't put firecracker. Why does it say cracker? That made me laugh. Okay. So you're definitely being supported by the universe to go on this journey, to go on this healing quest, to end this old cycle, this old way of being and doing and living for others, living out other people's truths and versions of yourself, of who you should be, and, you know, how you should be living, those types of things. And empower yourself to live out your truth, to become, you know, to see the truth of yourself, the truth of your light, and to honor it and respect it, and to give it a voice so that you can share it with others. You know, what are you passionate about? You know, there's something that you're meant to be sharing with others, you know, and to be brave enough to share that. Yeah, you have such a big heart, and I feel like you're somebody who isn't afraid to do the work here. Alright, pile number 1, this was your key from the universe, and I feel like your message was pretty straight to the point. You are to become your true self, to remove any mask of illusions and deceptions, ways of seeing yourself, and to express your truth, to heal your inner child so that you can feel comfortable shining in your own light and going with the flow of life so that you can be happy and surrounded by love, joy, you know, good fortune, good people, all those kinds of things. Your true life is awaiting you, and it's time for you to let go of this old version of yourself and the old ways of existing and doing for others. And it's time for you to take care of you and to find a place of inner peace where you love yourself and feel free enough to express who you really are. I am sending you so much love, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you feel like sharing your story, if you don't know what to say, just let me know that pile number 1 was your reading. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for helping me grow my channel. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. You were drawn to the inner mask and this key with the crown on it. And this is your golden key of information from the universe about where you are on the path, any insight, guidance, healing that can be offered to you. So I have an idea about what this card, what your reading is about, but I'm going to look at your tarot cards. I went ahead and pulled these before the reading just to save some time. My readings tend to run a little long, so I'm trying to just adjust. It just depends on how I feel each day. The readings always change. Go with the flow. Alright, so let's take a look. Oh, let's actually read the card first. So it says the inner mask, self-knowledge, frustration, and turning point. Okay, and let's see what your tarot has. We have the Two of Pentacles. That's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness. And the Two of Swords. I'm going to go through all of these. We have the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Let's make sure all these are on the camera. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I feel like pile number 2, you have been on a journey, and I feel like maybe there's a little bit of frustration with you, and like you've reached the end of something, or you've climbed this mountain, you took on a challenge, you overcame the challenge, and now you're at the point of, okay, almost a feeling of disappointment, like maybe when you got to the mountain, you saw that there was another mountain, and you were like, oh, defeated, because you thought that this was, this was the mountain, or that was the only challenge, and then to find out that there's, now another journey to go on, sometimes it can make us feel a little bit, frustrated about the choice that we did make, maybe, because you have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, and this is about balance and about choices and trusting the outcome of your choices and trying to find some kind of stability and solid ground. And then you have the Ten of Cups, and I feel like maybe you're on the quest for something that's going to bring in like some financial stability, something that's going to be very, comforting and nurturing and sustaining, not only financially but emotionally, And it says, I have a wish. I have all I wish in all my relationships. Maybe this is about emotional fulfillment, right? And then we have the Nine of Swords, something that you've been working very hard for, and you're wanting things to pan out. I feel like you've been working very, very hard. You've been laying the foundations. You've been doing the work, and you've come to a place where, you're not quite satisfied, and it's not quite doing, and sustaining you as you wanted. I think you're tired. Maybe you're tired of being so strong, tired of, maybe working, trying to provide that foundation here. And there's a choice, a decision that needs to be made. And I feel like you're at that place of frustration about what to choose. What is it that's going to bring in this emotional and financial security for you? What's going to bring that foundation that doesn't have you, worried or stressed or exhausted? Yeah, so right now you're being offered a choice here. A choice is being offered to you. Let's see what else we have. We have the Cat Joker. The time has come for action. You will receive all only by being prepared to give all. Okay, so it's going to require you to do some work here, right? To give it your all, to be true to yourself. It's the Joker. It's like the choice is yours, you know. You're the one, you know, with the Joker card, you know, the Joker often represents, you know, a wild card, right? And we have the kitty cat, and they're very, you know, they're able to balance, you know, both worlds, their inner world, the outer world. They can walk in the spiritual world and the physical world at the same time. They have a very open third eye. They're very independent. Maybe, yeah, you're wanting to break free from some type of job that maybe has you feeling like stuck or disappointed or frustrated, you know, because maybe you're dissatisfied with that choice, you know, and maybe you're unaware that there is another choice available to you. Or maybe you feel like forced in your decision. I'm not sure. Let's see what else we have. We have Aradia, and this, Acadia has spoken. Your inner servitude is over. Your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. I am awakening the magic that will free you. Know that freedom begins in thoughts. So we have this individual in like quiet contemplation here. You know, thinking about their choices and their decisions, and maybe not feeling satisfied or, you know, proud of choices that they've made. This can also be a fear of lack, of not being good enough, or feel like your choices are not going to provide, you know, that emotional fulfillment. But it says here, your inner servitude is over. Your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. And see, we have that cat Joker, you know, and I was saying cats are very independent, and the Joker being the wild card here. This is about breaking free out of something, breaking free of the limitations that we place on ourselves, or that our mind places on us, or makes us feel like we're trapped, that we have no other alternative way of moving. You know, where we end up putting ourselves in a cage and not seeing that, yes, there is another mountain, there is another option, another choice available. You just have to be open and perceptive to seeing that, you know. Freedom begins in our thoughts, in our belief systems. We have receive and open. Woohoo! All right, so yeah, open up to receive this opportunity. We have spring. So this may relate to right now. There's spring, there's something new coming in, new ideas, plans, options, the choice, exactly. Putting our ideas into practice here, coming out of the mind and becoming more, you know, active. That's going to be what happens. I feel like in spring is when you're going to implement this new beginning for yourself. Right now you're in the planting phase of what it is you're going to plant, and being open and receptive to the options that are going to be revealed to you. Planning. We have nurture. Nice. Okay, more about nurturing the seeds of growth, nurturing yourself, nurturing your potentials. Seeing that you have an option available to you. And this is card number 29, and that breaks down to an 11, you know, and for me that represents the 2. So there's 2 options, you know, we can choose. We always have a choice available to us, even when we don't perceive it as a choice, you know. You can see things as, you know, well, if I don't do this, then this will happen, you know, but you're still making the choice. And we always disempower ourselves and feeling like we have no choice, but we are actually indeed making a choice, because the other option that we see available for us is the one we're not choosing. So by not choosing this, we're choosing something else, you know, and we're choosing to do the opposite of that, of what we feel is like these are the 2 options, right? So if I didn't choose this, then I'm choosing something right now as we speak. I'm doing this option. So we are actually, yes, indeed, making a choice. And these were the choices that we saw were available to us. And so that's where we can regain our power and our stability back and see that we are indeed making a choice to do this now, and then we can decide to look at other options, and then see things from a place of more optimism, more independence. What doors will open by me choosing this experience and this option, and then go through the different other options and the potentials of what they will provide you. What freedom can they give you? As well as what potential, situations, where is it going to affect your life by making decisions, and it's making the appropriate choice that's going to work for you right now at this time in your life. We have balance. That's nice. Going over to Two of Pentacles, which is about, making that choice to balance, making the best choice, making the best decision, weighing our options, what's going to bring us the most happiness and the most success and the most emotional fulfillment. And not just focusing on the material aspects of things, because when we sacrifice our happiness and our passions and our enjoyment just for, earning an income, we lose our, our spark. We lose our, part of our soul, our happiness, the point of incarnating in the first place, the enjoyment of life, the enjoyment of participating in creating a life for our families, for our, our own inner child's wants and needs and desires. When we were a youth and we had these ideas of how we were going to live our lives and what it was going to be when we got up older, and the stuff that we visualize ourselves doing and being, and it's when we choose opt out of doing, our passions and stuff like that, and they kind of just get swept to the side, and we end up working at these jobs that we don't feel a heartfelt connection to. It's just something that is very draining. It's not very fulfilling. It's barely even providing me with that solid foundation of financial security. But and my mental health is suffering, my physical health is suffering, my emotional health is suffering. At what cost are we working at these jobs, that we feel like we have no other choice? And that's fear preventing you from, choosing something better for yourself, a fear of change, a fear of failing, a fear of lack. And that's where we need to go within and reveal the truth, understand where our fears come from, and to bring that healing, transformative energy, and awaken to the parts of us that are hidden, that are afraid. And it's having that inner connection where we no longer live from that place of, not fulfilling our desires and our needs, to choosing to act on our passions and our inspirations. We have Virgo, Digest. Okay, that one came out in pile number 1. It's separating the, the past from the future, the things that aren't working for the things that are working. That's what needs to, where you find your balance, weighing out the pros and the cons of the situation of both choices that are being offered. Where are you given the most freedom and the most happiness, and making that choice, making your happiness a priority. We have the Ascendant. Yes, your reason for being here, who you are, the way that you express yourself and share your soul, share your heart, share your light. Are you actually living? Are you just, working and being unhappy? We have passion, the 5th house, your creativity. This is, your home life, your ability to create, your job, what you're passionate about, your entertainment, your craft here. We have the painting. Maybe some of you very much enjoy painting, and you don't think maybe that would be something that would bring in an income. Whatever creative talent and ability you have, you know, and I'm not saying that that's what you should do, is make your talent your business, because sometimes people can, you know, run themselves out because they, and that happened to me. You know, we just get into this place of, you know, where we work so hard at our talents that our talents end up becoming the work then, and then it doesn't feel like it's very fulfilling, or that you've reached a peak or something like that. And that can make us feel like we have no more choice, or there's no more mountains to climb. But it's only when things start falling apart that things start coming together, you know, and it just reveals there's a whole new story awaiting you, a whole new adventure, a new journey for you to go on, a new learning experience. You have outgrown the, you know, the shell you're in, the person that you are. You've outgrown this. You've mastered this aspect of yourself, and now it's time for you to grow and evolve and awaken to a new aspect of your being. More gifts that you have within, more wisdom that you have to share and offer you. There's more talent to be utilized, and so some things have to fall away in order for us to gain access to new information, new gifts, new tools, new abilities. You know, it's how we grow and learn. And the more we nurture parts of ourselves, the more we can flourish, the more things can be revealed, you know, and accessed, because we're in our divine flow. You know, we're connected to our truth, to who we are meant to be. We allow ourselves to be moved out of the places that we kind of like hold ourselves into certain places for too long, you know, longer than we should, because we're afraid of change. We're afraid of going on a new adventure. Instead of seeing things with excitement, we have fears from our childhood that prevent us from moving forward. And when we have healed those younger versions of ourselves, we no longer fear change. We no longer fear growth. We actually embrace it, and we see it with a sense of curiosity and, you know, inspiration and excitement, because we're going on a new journey. You know, we're going to go learn some new gifts, new talents, and experience something new, you know, and we should look forward to those things, even though they can be scary sometimes, because we're, you know, it's unknown territory, so it is a little bit, but there's something that will be revealed to you that's going to be very, very exciting. It's going to ignite your passion. We have heartfelt guidance. Intuition comes from deep within. Cherish and trust its guidance. Listen to your heart, okay? Follow your heart. Follow what is lighting you up, what is calling to you from within. We have intuitive insights. You are receiving powerful intuitive insights. Follow them. You are being guided. You already kind of know, like, you already know the choice you're going to make. It's like you need the confirmation, you need the reassurance that it's okay for you to choose you. Just checking to make sure my cards are straight. Okay, we have the Eight of Fire. This is about change, making a choice, making a decision, time to choose, time to get busy, time to start moving, you know, and it's this fire angel here. Wings, it's time for you to take flight, let your inspirations shine, ignite your passions, time to get busy. We have Destiny. Ooh, you know, I just saw this card the other day, and I had thought to myself, I've never seen this card come out in a reading, and here we go. This is your destiny. Your destiny is calling you, right? Oh my goodness. This is who you are meant to be. You know, you're meant to shine this light in the shadows, you know, and look, it's somewhat, this reminds me of the eclipse, and we have the spring card coming out right here. So there's something coming out in the eclipse this year, and I believe that's, you know, when is the spring equinox? March 21st. Yeah, so something is going to be revealed to you around this time. There's going to be some revelation, some clear insight. with this eagle here, this higher perspective is going to come in, and you're going to be feeling more secure. In your decision that you're going to be making here. Yeah, listen to your intuition and be guided. This is your destiny calling. The youth, wow, we were talking about this earlier. It's about, you know, going on this new journey here and being more optimistic about the horizon, the path ahead. You know, what is waiting for you, what is waiting to be revealed and discovered. And right here beside the destiny card, you know, he has this really long staff, this anchor, where he feels completely grounded and connected to his like North Star, his true north, you know, you feeling more connected to your truth, to who you really are, you are meant to be, you know, it's your destiny is calling. Woo. And then we have, wow, the Two of Earth coming. I mean, that's pretty much the Two of Pentacles here. Balance, you know, feeling grounded and connected and happy with your choices and your decisions. I feel like you're a very creative person. You have many gifts to offer. And it's just balancing those gifts, you know. Maybe the choice is to choose how to balance both this and that, you know, that you can have your cake and eat it too. You don't have to choose one or the other. You have many, many gifts, but as long as you are acting on your passions and living from your heart and doing what makes you feel good, or you feel like you don't have to make a choice. The choice is to find the balance, right? Creativity. Where are we at? We're all the way up here. Balance your creativity. Balance your light. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself too. You don't want to have burnout, right? What else we have? Surrender. We have the Sun. Wow, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Yes, the sun is shining on you. We have that over the entrance here. Be optimistic about your future, pile number 2. Optimistic about the choices that you're making. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to the experience, to this journey that you're going on, to your passion. We have birth. Universal energy brings you an opportunity and possibility. Woohoo! More confirmation here. And look, it's a 4. This is going to bring you that happy foundation, that secure emotional fulfillment where you feel happy, like you can express yourself. The sun is shining on you, this inspiration. Yeah, something's going to be revealed through this experience. Yeah, the light is coming in, more awareness, higher perceptions, opportunities. And the choice is, you know, to follow your destiny here. And it's up to you to make that choice, to act on your destiny, and to, you know, use your intuition, follow your heart, follow the things that light you up and make you feel good. Pile number 2. Ooh, that was the key of information from the universe for you right now on this path. If this reading resonated with you and you'd like to share your story, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you don't know what to say, just let me know. Pile number 2 was your reading. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you lots of love. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. You were drawn to the mask, the first mask in the trees, and with your card, You actually had two come out. And the second one says the dreamers. And that's so wild that these two came out with this key here. I'm going to speak a little bit about these first. I didn't do this in the other readings, but because you had two come out, there's a little message here about from your inner child, I feel. Okay, so see this little, the key that you chose, this, you know, it's not the perfect shaped heart, you know, it looks like a child's painting or hand crafted this piece here, right? It's not the adult version of a key, or maybe a beginner's mind. This is about youth, being young, or a beginner, or your inner child here, connection to the childhood, to the past. And you have the mask in the trees, and it says growth, unity, and devotion. And then this one, the dreamer, says revolutionary thinking and kindred spirit. And so on this one, it's a tree, and you can see on the tree how there's a couple of little hearts that are on here, where, you know, like cute couples would come and carve their names or their, you know, proclamations of love to one another. And then you can see where these hearts have split on the tree as time has gone on. You know, they went separate ways or whatever, or there was disconnection, you know. And so I feel like this is about, you know, the love that you have for yourself. And then we have the dreamers, you know, and it's one being that sees things from two different perspectives, but share like a vision in their mind. You know, they dream about potentials, they dream about a future that they want to create. You know, it's about having a, you know, an internal connection here. So this is definitely a message from the universe. This key is referring to your inner child and perhaps some dreams that you have, and reconnecting to a childhood dream perhaps. Let me see if these are both going to be on camera if I put them over here. Okay, let's put your key. Alright, so let's see what key information the universe wants to share with you. I've already pulled the tarot cards and oracle cards ahead of time to save us some time on our readings here. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands, the Chariot, okay, the Six of Swords, alright, the Sun, and the Empress. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is pretty wild. Alright, so there is some forward movements, right? There is some balance, reclaiming your balance within, that connection to your inner child, to your abilities, to your perceptions. I know that it's the end of disconnect, of pain, of suffering. You know, I feel like you have done some healing work with your inner child. I mean, we have the sun coming out, and this represents our, you know, our light, our divinity, our perceptions, our optimism, our joy, our happiness. You know, it's also about success and, you know, being optimistic about our future. And it's also about potential here. And then we have the Empress, you know, she's like the supreme mother, you know, and she's pregnant here. Very nurturing, you know, loving, creative energy here. And I feel like there is this connection between these two, especially with your inner child. Like you've brought healing to your inner child here. There's this connection that's being restored, where you are coming to a place of rebirth, where you have balanced and restored healing between you and your inner child here. Ooh. Alright, so let me see what your oracle cards want you to know. Let's see what they confirm. The Cat Joker. This came out in pile number 1. Alright, the time has come for action. You will receive all only by being prepared to give all. Becoming whole. You know, you are restoring that balance of heart and mind, and having that sacred union within, where your inner child is completely healed and there's new opportunities and new beginnings. Something is growing, you know, within. New ideas, new perspectives, new inspirations. A new version of yourself is about to be reborn here. New aspect of being. You know, we have the Cat Joker. It's just like a wild card here. You know, where there's miracles and opportunities that are going to be coming in for you. You're going to see a lot of magic taking place in your life. This is where the magic happens, you know. That beautiful healing light you have. We have your true power is the light of your own magic. Wow. Remember that you are a powerful, magical creature. I love that I was kind of just mirroring what I was just saying, you know. This is the magic. Magic is happening right now. You're in a place, a very magical place where new things are going to be created and manifested. There's just going to be a lot of happiness and growth and forward movement. I'm so happy for you. We have reflecting and shadow work. Yes. See, you've done the work. You've reflected on the past, the things that may have made you feel alone or abandoned or isolated or separate, ignored. And you've done a lot of healing. You have faced your fears. You've brought healing and understanding to your inner child. And now you're in a place of growth. We have the North Node, destiny, fate, evolution, finding life path, karmic challenges and rewards. This is so wild. So far, my 3 piles here, they're very connected as far as healing, working on the inner child, healing from the past, moving forward, opportunities, decisions, choices, destiny being revealed. Wow. I'm proud of every one of you. Thank you for doing the work. So yeah, you're going on a journey where your destiny is being revealed, where you're going to be living and fulfilling your destiny here. Wow, we have the midheaven, the pinnacle. Yeah, see, it's your castle, your home, coming to your place of power, of safety, security, feeling completely secure in your foundation. See, that looks like we have the sun shining here, you know. And coming out with your North Node, it is your destiny, what you're meant to do. You're meant to be here. This is your, you know, the pinnacle of your success. The peak of healing, you know, of creating even. The ability to create the life that you want, you know, and have happiness in your life. This is also, this is card number 36, which is reduces to a 9, completion, you know, fulfillment, happiness. Woo-hoo. Okay, and we have the North Node coming out twice, you know, your future. You know, you thought maybe this was just a dream, but it's right here, right now. You know, it's moving towards you. We have the 3rd house, communication. Let's get some more information here. All right, we have square, semi-square, quincunx tension. All right, so I feel like there's a choice. Communication. communication intention. Let's get some more work. Wait a minute. Alright, so we see, it's pretty wild. Alright, so on these we have these two birds, right, and they're in flight. And they're kind of almost like facing each other, you know, they're communicating well. And then in this card, we have two birds that are overlapping themselves and, you know, joining. They're probably in, it says tension, you know, but there's a merging that's taking place, you know, on the face of the card. So there's something that is, you know, where there was this separation. I feel like there's a coming together now of ideas, of plans, the opportunities coming together. And not all tension is bad. You know, tension is what forces us to grow. You know, it's the pressure that's building, like the seed under the soil. You know, there's like pressure that builds before the sun, before the plant, you know, pushes through the soil. There has to be this buildup of energy to gather strength enough to fully, like, you know, break through that barrier. So I feel like that's what's taking place, is there is a little bit of tension within, because the two are blending and coming together now to emerge, you know, whole and like one on the exact same, you know, page. It was interesting. We have the higher self connection, connecting with your higher self for greater intuitive clarity. Exactly. It is the merging of your physical and spiritual selves, you know, and they're coming together in wholeness, you know, where your higher self is grounded here on the planet. And you're here like opening your arms, allowing the experience to happen and unfold. And you have inner strength. Intuition thrives on inner strength. Trust yourself more. Look at that. Have the courage. Trust in yourself. Yeah. You're building. See, I was saying, the tension is building, you know what I mean? There has to be enough force to break through the surface, to break through the barrier. So it's this repetitive, you know, idea, repetitive healing affirmations, those kinds of things like that, where you have to like talk yourself up into doing something almost, you know. So you have to have the endurance. Ooh, I just got a tone in my ear. It's 9:08. I'll look that number up. That could be a message for you, message for me. Ooh, we have the Father coming out. Your independence. You are a very strong leader. Yeah. Coming out over the cat joker here. You're a very wise person here. That's your mind, you know, your inner child is feeling loved. Oh my God, and we have the mother. Wow, the Father and the mother coming out. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. Like I was saying, the two are becoming one. They are becoming whole. They are, you know, these dreamers where they hold the same vision. You know, it's meant to last and stand together through, you know, the test of time, where you are completely solid in the foundation of knowing who you are, knowing your truth. The Queen of Water. Oh, that is wild. So this is, you know, we had the Empress come out, and the Queen of Water, she's a very, you know, empathetic, loving person. She's like also the Supreme Mother here. Very sensitive, but able to set healthy boundaries. She's a very protective mother. She allows the, you know, the growth of the child. She has complete love and understanding for others, but also very wise in knowing how to protect herself and when not to overgive, or overshare. But she's very open and receptive, even though she has these boundaries that protect her and others. Is able to understand, people's past sometimes are reflected in the present moment. Sometimes they come to surface, and, very, very healing and nurturing person. So I feel like you are have a very strong nurturing energy, but you're also very protective and wise, which is why you have this unity coming within this relationship, this internal harmony taking place, because you would become like a very wise being, your higher self here, your divine self. Ooh, it's beautiful. We have fear. Yes, she protects the fear. She understands the fear. She understands the need of why it's there, and how to nurture and provide more understanding, more empathy. Let's see what the other one is. Peace. Yeah. She knows how to restore peace. You know how to comfort yourself and ease your fears. You understand where the fears come from. You bring balance. You bring harmony. You make choices that benefit everyone. You have great solutions. What else do we have? We have the star. Oh, I love it. Hard times are over. Look forward towards abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. I love that you have the star coming out. This is like a wish come true. Activations, synchronicities, miracles coming in. Synchronicity. Did I say synchronicity? Awakenings, new beginnings. Something is manifesting. And we have unity. Oh my goodness. I'm always surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised, but they still surprise me when I see these beautiful confirmations come through. Wow. Wow. Okay, it says a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful. You've healed your inner child. You found that connection where you are learning to love yourself and see yourself for that divine, soul that you are, and feeling strong and confident in yourself and your abilities and your sensitivity and your heart. And you've healed your heart, and you know how to protect it now, and you know how to communicate very well. You communicate your feelings and your emotions, and that's what makes us stronger. Is there's strength in our vulnerability. There's strength in our, sharing our heart with each other. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength to show, those parts of ourselves, because it's a very intimate thing. And there is strength in that, but you also know how, when to share and when to hold boundary, to protect yourself from those who don't really have the best intentions. You're very wise and intuitive, and you've learned to trust yourself. So therefore you've healed your inner child, pile number 3. And this is how you will heal your inner child. But I feel like those of you who tuned into this reading, that is the message, that you have found unity within, and that you've brought healing to the younger parts of yourself. And you should be so proud. We're at pile number 3. This was your reading. Congratulations. Sending all of my love to you guys. If this was your reading and you resonated, I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you feel like sharing your story. If you don't know what to say, just tell me pile number 3 was your reading. I'm sending you guys so much love, looking forward to having you here for future readings. And look forward to seeing you all. Y'all take care and have a blessed day.